Good afternoon, this is Denise and this is Denise in the Garden. I just thought I would come out. You can probably hear the pitter patter of the rain on the polytunnel. I'm actually in the polytunnel. Just thought I would come out and do a bit of trimming of some of the dead leaves on the cucumber and the tomatoes and the cucumber, which is through the back there somewhere. So yes, so I'm just going to trim off some of these leaves just to give, as you can see, all the tomatoes are right up to the root, so I'm going to take the top off of some of the tomatoes just to give it a bit more light, and allow the tomatoes to start colouring up. I will show you a picture. Some of the lemon Cheeto tomatoes that I've got in here are just starting to turn yellow, and some of the black opal are sort of going a pale orangey red, and eventually they will turn black. So looking forward to seeing that, because it's the first time I've grown them. So yeah, so I'll just get on with it now and I'll talk to you shortly. So, that was my stint in the jungle, and it's definitely looking a bit better in there. I can see through now. You can see the tomatoes, and these are the little cucamelons that are now fruiting profusely. Quite a lot of this that is probably not needed, so I'll cut bits off. And all this will go into the compost bin once I've chopped it up a bit. So this is the jungle area that I was just trimming up. As you can see, lots of tomatoes. On these plants. And cucumbers. And cucamelons. Lots of tomatoes. These ones here are those are the Roma, tomato Roma, so they're like a plum tomato. And this is the black opal, it's just not quite turned yet. And then these are the lemon Cheeto, so they will be little small yellow cherry tomatoes. And the beautiful borage plant. So these are part of what I compost on a regular basis. This box has all my kitchen scraps in, so it's old bits of vegetable peelings and banana skin, tea out of old tea bags, anything really, anything that's not cooked. And as you can see, I'm now shredding some cardboard. So whenever I sort of half fill this little box, what I either do is shred some paper and add the paper to it, or find a piece of cardboard and just top it off with cardboard, so that you're putting a mix of green and brown into your compost heap. So this is currently the inside of my compost bin, and as you can see, it's a mixture of vegetables, cardboard, wood chippings, paper, and all sorts. This is just the bottom. So, and you can start this off in a very large plastic box. One way of using one of your plastic boxes, just make sure there's holes in the bottom so that the worms can get in. And yeah, so I will show you pictures of this as we go along, so that you can see how this actually turns into compost. And this is the actual bin, called a Dalek. Back again. So I've now got a cup of coffee. But also, whilst I was sorry, I'm just fiddling with the camera. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. So whilst I was trimming the tomatoes, I also a tip that I picked up from several other gardeners, which definitely works, is the little side shoots on your tomato plants. If you prick them out or pull them out and just put them into a pot and just yeah, fill them with earth, water them, make sure you label them so you know what variety it is, and you've got some free tomato plants that you can keep growing indoors if you don't have a greenhouse or a polytunnel. And yeah, and you should get some more tomatoes for Christmas, or maybe they will, I don't know whether they sort of go dormant over the winter period, and then just when it starts to get warmer they might perk up again, and you'll get your tomatoes ready for next year. But worth a go. Free tomato plants.